What's up, guys? A little bit different video today. Today I'm going over coatings and finishes due to a commenter asking about some of the bluing. He had some swirled bluing on his 39 Mountie. This gun here. His was a little different than mine. He mentioned he had a octagon barrel, so I'm figuring it's probably a later model. I told him it was probably case hardened. Before we get in that, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I did pick up a Garmin chronograph, so we'll be able to get some velocity readings for future videos. I also did a raffle where I won a nice Daniel Defense DD M4 version 7, V7, however you want to say it. All right, but let's get into the video. We're going to go from the timeline, which roughly the processes were made, starting with case hardening. I have that on my partner model 20 gauge on the receiver. It's got, I don't know if you can pick it up, but it's the slight swirls and different colors. Now the case hardened process is done by putting low carbon steel and phone ring. Turn that down. It's putting low carbon steel and carbon rich or packing in carbon rich material and then heating it to a high temp. The carbon diffuses into the steel and makes a kind of a hard case around it, leaving the outside layer a little more tougher and durable, and the inner layer, the inside of the steel, more flexible and soft. And that cooling process leaves the nice different colors on it. Now the next up is the bluing process, which I have on my Colt Diamondback 38 Special. That is when it's controlled oxidation of the steel. Usually the steel is polished and cleaned. It's immersed in a hot chemical salts or rusted slowly, depending on the process. This is the two main processes. And then it converts the surface to a black oxide. I think it's magnesite, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then it's oiled to seal it. There's also cold bluing, but that is usually done as a touch-up. You don't want to cold blue a whole gun. It's not nearly as durable as the actual bluing process. We're going to pass over the Marlin 39A Golden Mountie right now and move to the Daniel Defense. Now on the Daniel Defense, the lower on most of these are aluminum. That is anodized. That is electrochemical oxidation. It does not work on steel. That's why a lot of people get mixed up between anodized and parkerized. Anodizing is when you place the aluminum in a bath of acid, apply electrical current to it, and it forms an oxide layer that grows on the metal, which can be dyed and then sealed. That's why you can see it in black, gray, green, FD. A lot of times they'll also have coatings like Cerakote on those colors. Now the barrel is phosphate, which is a chemical conversion coating. Usually the steel is cleaned and etched. It's submerged in a heated phosphate solution that forms a crystalline phosphate layer on the barrel, and it's very porous, so you can fill that with oil, and it kind of prevents rust and keeps the water and moisture out. And then we'll move on a little bonus. I have my Marlin 336 SS stainless steel. It's just a stainless steel frame. It's very durable. It's not a coating really, or even a finish process. It is just very nice. Looks really nice. I thought it was nickeled at first, but I was wrong. But yeah. All right, next up is my Shadow Systems MR920 Elite. The barrel is a nitride finish. That is a thermochemical diffusion treatment. That is a heated steel in a nitrogen-rich environment. The nitrogen diffuses into the steel, makes a nice hard layer on top of it. Sorry, not on top of it. It actually is chemically changing the steel. Looks very nice. This one is polished. You got to see a nice glossy finish on it. I don't know if it picks it up in the light or not. But the slide on this is also a Cerakote. Now the Cerakote is a spray-on chemical polymer. Usually you degrease the gun, usually to the bare metal, and you'll spray on a Cerakote finish, and then you'll cure it in the oven. Forms a nice durable layer. It's very corrosion resistant. Now I don't have a nickel plated gun. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well, but on the Marlin, I do have a golden plated trigger, or gold plated trigger. Yeah, that is the basics of the chemical. What am I saying? But yeah, that is the basic of the finishes and coatings of most firearms. See you guys around.